Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be the 2-month update for the Deck of Panning Project Pan. This project was created by Emily. She is Emilynmax. I will leave her channel linked down below, of course, along with a playlist of everybody that's doing this project. It has turned into quite a large group collab. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm wearing my animal print cardigan and I'm holding a deck of cards, so you know what that means. I hit some goals this past month. In fact, I hit 3 goals this past month and I am so excited. I'm so excited. So let's talk about the progress I made over this past month and what the products are that I drew. Okay, the first card that I drew was the Two of Spades, and that was an indie product. And for that, I chose a single eyeshadow from an indie company called Lala Cosmetics. They're not around anymore, unfortunately, but I bought this shadow from them. And my goal was to hit pan. And there it is. You can see the pan right there. I hit pan just this morning. I am so excited. This pan was surprisingly deep, but it's a soft indie eyeshadow. It's not like hard pressed in. It wasn't too hard to hit pan. I basically use this as an inner corner highlight every day for the past 2 months. And sometimes I also used it as a brow bone highlight, and that's how I managed to hit pan. So I met my goal on that one. The next card that I drew was a 4 of Spades, and the prompt for that one was matches shirt. Still kicking myself for not pulling out a leopard print powder, but I was wearing a peachy shirt underneath, and so because of that, I pulled in this single shadow. This might have been a Maybelline single shadow, but I don't even remember anymore. It's been depotted for a long time, but my goal again was to hit pan on this, and boom, pan. There, I did it. I ended up taking your advice on this one and using it as a blush. I have so many blushes. I have a hard time imagining using an eyeshadow as a blush, but I also have a shadow just like this in my Pan That palette, and so I didn't want this to take away from my Pan That palette. So I did end up using this as a blush for a couple weeks, and that's all it took for me to hit pan. And basically once I hit pan, I stopped because I'm actually trying to hit pan on another blush. Okay, the next card I drew was a 6 of Diamonds, and the prompt for that was winter. And I chose a foundation in my winter shade, and it was this Neutrogena Healthy Skin Compact Makeup, and here it is now. I finished it. I finished it. I have already got a foundation empty for 2021, and I am so excited. By the way, I just finished posting my inventory on Instagram yesterday. That's a new record, 2.5 months to get through posting my inventory. But yes, I am down a foundation already. It was in this part of the pan. It was like, this is what it looked like. And so when you open it, there's a sponge up here that I never used, and then a mirror, and then the product was down here. Basically, I just applied it with my fingers because I apply tons of my makeup with my fingers. But I hit my goal on that. This is an empty, and I'm really excited about it. So that's 3 goals met for this project. There are 2 products that are going to keep rolling over and being worked on. Let me show you those. The next card that I pulled was the 9 of Diamonds, and the prompt for that was highlight. And so I decided to pull in my Wet n Wild loose highlighter in the shade Moon Tears. And my goal for this product is to use it 50 times before I can roll it out. I really enjoy this. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I'm glad I picked this product, but for some reason, according to my records, I'm only at 18 uses, and I feel like it should be further. So either I'm not using it nearly as much as I think I am, or I am using it as much as I think I am, and I'm forgetting to mark it sometimes, which is also quite possible. But anyways, according to my papers, I'm at 18 uses. So this is gonna stay in the project for at least another month. And maybe I could hit my goal by next month. No, can I? Is it even possible? No. No. even if I use this every day for the next 30 days, that would only put me at 48 uses. So this is gonna be in for at least 2 more months, but I'm enjoying it and I'm having fun. And the last card that I drew 2 months ago was the Queen of Diamonds, and that was a random color generator. I mentioned at last month's update that I was having trouble finding the exact app that Emily used, which when you pulled the color, the whole screen turned that color, and I thought that was so cool. And somebody left a comment telling me I spelled color wrong. I didn't spell it the Canadian English way. I spelled it the American way. I spelled it C-O-L-O-R, and apparently you have to spell it C-O-L-O-U-R, which I didn't even think to do. So thank you to whoever left that comment. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna try that if I get that again. But the app that I did use, or the website that I did use for the random color, gave me a beautiful green shade, and the shade that I ended up pulling in for that color is from the Zulu Palette from Juvia's Place, and it's this one right here, this matte green. This is not an everyday shadow that I'm reaching for. It's fun, and I'm really glad I've had it for the last 2 months. I wore it on St. Patrick's Day. I've worn it several other times. I'm actually wearing it as an eyeliner today, which I've done one other time, and I think that's really fun. I'm wearing this orange shade all over my lid, and then I'm wearing the yellow from my ColourPop Yes. That's rude, kitty. And I'm also wearing the yellow from my ColourPop Yes Please palette. So it's just basically a 3 shadow look: yellow, orange, and green. I really like this look. It kind of, I don't mean to be too matchy-matchy, but I can't help it. There's certain makeup looks that go with certain clothes that I wear. So like when I wear this orange shirt, I do this eye look. And yeah, I'm kind of matchy-matchy like that, but I like it. And I like this green as an eyeliner. The first time I tried to wear this as an eyeliner, I was really worried that it was gonna like move around or like end up like up here, transferring up here, or just not staying put and fading, but no, it really lasts all day long. I really like it, and so I am enjoying this. But that being said, there's just like the tiniest of dips. It's nothing major. I feel like I have a long way to go before I hit pan on this. So it's rolling over for another month. But because of me putting this one shade in this project, I have gotten to know a couple of the other shades in this palette. And prior to it going in this project, this palette was untouched. So I feel like I'm winning, even though I'm very far from hitting pan. So I'm really happy, and I'm having fun playing around with some of these shadows. I haven't touched any of these on the bottom row yet. I'll have to find some way to incorporate them into some eye looks in the coming months. But this is rolling over. Okay, next, time to draw some new cards. I have my German deck of cards with the Damen and the Buben and the König, and I'm ready to draw. I've shuffled it really good. Let me shuffle it a couple more times. Okay, I need to draw 3 cards. I will show you what they are right now. The first one is the Joker. Dun, dun, dun. The second one is the 8 of Clubs. And the third one is the 5 of Hearts. So I need to consult the spreadsheet that Emily made for us. Now the spreadsheet today looks different than the spreadsheet did last month, and it did at the intro. So it's not the exact same prompts that were on the spreadsheet at any other update. Emily is shuffling the spreadsheet every month. So I need to consult that spreadsheet to see which prompts I got, and I'll be right back. Okay, there has been an interesting turn of events. I have consulted the spreadsheet, and it turns out the 5 of Hearts is a veto card, which means I have the option to kick a product out of the project and draw again. Now, I only have 2 products left in the project right now, and I don't know if I really want to kick either of them out. I could kick out the Zulu, I guess, suppose. Should I kick out the blue from the Zulu palette? No. I have not minded working on this green at all. I've had a lot of fun with it, but it's going to take me forever to hit pan on this. And maybe I should veto this guy. think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna veto this guy. I've had some fun with it over the last couple months, but I gotta buckle down and focus on some other things. Okay, so I don't know if I'm doing this correctly or not, but I'm gonna draw 2 more cards. One to replace the veto card and one to replace the Zulu Palette. Three of Spades. 9 of Clubs. All right, I'll be right back once again. I need to check the spreadsheet. Okay guys, I am back. It feels like it has been forever, but I think I've found all of the products that are gonna be rolling into this project starting tomorrow. Let's take it from the top. First of all, I'm gonna keep working on my Wet n Wild highlighter. I am at 18 uses and I need to get to 50, so this is gonna keep going. The first card I drew was the Joker. Here he is right here. And the prompt for the Joker is, are you joking? And that is a product that is super hard to pan. You have to choose like a really difficult product that would be nearly impossible for you to pan and work on that. I don't think you have to finish it. At least that's not my interpretation, but a difficult product. And I was really stumped because let's face it, panning everything is difficult for me. There is nothing easy for me to pan. Everything takes time and sweat and effort and time and lots of time for me to get any results. I'm just the slowest panner ever. So, I mean, it's all difficult, but I decided what's really difficult for me to pan is glitter. So I'm rolling in this guy here. This is Diamond Dust for Stila. This is the first Glitter and Glow I ever owned, which means it's getting up there in age. I did just add some eye drops to this. I added some eye drops to another Stila product that I'm also trying to pan, and that seemed to help it out a lot. So I've added some eye drops to this one too, but obviously it's getting dry. And I think I'm gonna set the goal of 50 uses on this as well. So I wanna use this one 50 times before I roll it out of this project. That's not gonna be easy for me. There are days where I feel personally like it's inappropriate for me to wear glitter. Like glitter is not an everyday kind of thing for me. At least it hasn't been lately. Maybe it will be, we will see. But this is just a beautiful, just gorgeous. It's just a beautiful glitter, but it is glitter. I mean, it's like Christmas, holiday parties, vacations. It's special occasion glitter. And I'm gonna try and use it 50 times. There's a swatch of it right there. So, wish me luck on this one. The next card that I drew was the 8 of Clubs, and the prompt for that just says blush. And as you know, I have a lot of blush, so this is always exciting. And right now I'm actually only working on 1 blush, so there's room for adding something into a project. I decided to go with a blush I've never used even once. I have a lot of blush I've never used even once, but I made sure I picked one that I've never used even once, and I made sure that I picked one that was different than the one I'm currently panning. And that is this right here. This is the In Stain blush from the Balm in the shade Swiss Dot. It is a beautiful summery orangey shade. At least I think of it as a summery orangey shade. And I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but the print or the pattern from whatever like cheesecloth was used to press it is still completely there. It is brand new, never been swatched, never been touched. I've had it forever. I'm ridiculous. So I need to set a goal for this. I don't think hitting pan on this would be a realistic goal, although I definitely would like to try this out as an eyeshadow as well. I need to set a usage goal, don't I? How about we do 30 for this one? So 30 uses for this guy right here, and then I'll roll it out. Okay, the next card I drew was the veto card. That is the 5 of Hearts. So I decided to veto this guy. I didn't really feel like I was ready to veto it, but that's the name of the game, and I got the veto card. So I'm vetoing my green shade from the Zulu Palette. I had a lot of fun playing around with this, but I'm ready to move on to something else. So this is rolling out of the project. Next, I drew the Three of Spades, which is this guy right here, and the prompt for that is a controversial brand. I try to avoid controversy at all costs, but I do have one product from one very controversial brand, and I have several products from another controversial brand, and I suppose if you dig deep enough, every brand has some controversy somewhere. But I decided to go with the top guy. You guys know who it is, this guy right here. Jeffree Star's Blood Sugar Palette. This is the only Jeffree Star product I own. I asked my husband to get this for me, so I didn't have the guilt of purchasing it myself because I didn't want to be like, oh, I bought Jeffree Star, but I could be like, oh, it was gifted to me. But the truth is, I asked my husband to get it for me, so not really avoiding controversy that well. This is what the palette looks like, in case you've never seen it. Of course you've seen it, everybody's seen it. These colors are right up my alley, but I've only used this one once. And I've swatched this one once, and maybe I've used this one once. Really, this is basically a brand new palette, which is ridiculous. So I have set the goal of using every shade in this palette at least one time. And once I've used every shade in this palette at least once, it will roll out of this project. So that is my goal. I will make some kind of a chart. I'm gonna need a lot of paper. But I'm gonna make some kind of a chart to indicate which shades I've used from this palette, and I wanna use them all at least once, and when I've done that, it will roll out. Okay, and finally, the last card I drew was the Nine of Clubs, and the prompt for that is A to Z shade, which means you have to use a random letter generator to pull up a letter and pick a shade that matches that letter. The letter that I pulled was the letter B, and so I decided to go with this guy here. This is the Tarte Lip Surgeon's Natural Lip Luster in the shade Buff, which starts with a B. I have several of these Tarte Lip Surgeon's pencils, crayons. I love these so much. They definitely have like a glossy finish and a minty scent, which I love. I love minty flavored lip products. And these are getting old too. All of my makeup is getting old. It's really like hitting me hard, like, my makeup's getting old. But I love these, and I would feel horrible if these went bad and I didn't get more use out of them before I had to throw them away. So I'm putting this in this project. It's basically brand new. Look at that. I've used it maybe once. Maybe I've swatched it once and never used it. I don't know, but this is ridiculous. I got issues. So, I think the goal that I'm gonna set for myself with this product for this project is to use it to the point where the lip product is flush with the packaging. So this is it rolled all the way down, but I wanna get it to the point where when it's rolled all the way down, you can't see any of the product at all. So I wanna use all of this right there, just the tip. I just wanna use the tip up. So that's my goal. I hope I can do it. I'm having trouble with lip products. I'm always having trouble with lip products, but I'm especially having trouble with lip products thanks to Corona masks. So that's my goal. I want to use the tip up. And I'm excited. I'm excited about all of this. I hope I've set some good goals. I hope I picked some good products. I think I did. And unfortunately, my cardigan didn't come in handy today. I did not get a product that matches your shirt prompt, but that's okay. Hopefully I'll hit some goals and be able to roll in some new products for next month. All right, guys, I've been talking forever. Don't forget to check out everybody in the playlist down below and see what they're doing for their deck of panning project. This is so much fun. I'm loving it. Thank you so much to Emily for creating such an amazing project. And thank you to all of you for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.